Ugh. Alright. Good morning, everyone. Thank you once again for joining me. I appreciate you being here. We are, of course, going back to more Legend of Dragoon. We are continuing with our gameplay. Now, we are going to start this slightly differently than last time, or slightly differently than usual. As you can see, the bottom save file here is where we left off last time at 5:47:37 for time. But as I usually do with this game, I wandered off and was doing some leveling of the addition system. And in that process, I realized, just by sheer fluke, that you can actually go back and get that very first Stardust after you've been through the town that we were just in with the Slambert Plaza. So I wanted to show what happened before we actually get into that. This top file is a save just before we entered the town. So we're going to load that up first and just see what happens, show where the Stardust is, and then we'll head back down to the current file, which is the middle one here. I just didn't want to leave that out because it's kind of important, and I actually didn't know that you could do that either, so it's pretty cool. As you can see, we managed to get back to this town after we spoke with Lavitz's mother and left her house. You can just walk all the way back. Go figure, right? So we're going to enter here, and there will be a little bit of a cutscene because Shauna got kidnapped from the village. She had no idea what the state of it was, yes? So all of a sudden, she's torn up because everything's destroyed, it's all burned down. I'm not in control of this at all, obviously. Shauna! And after some wandering down to what I'm assuming might be her house? This is Celis? Celis, Ceres? I don't know how I'm supposed to pronounce that, to be honest. After we finish this journey, let's come back. We will rebuild the village together. I played with Legos. I know how to do construction. And that's it. That's the cutscene itself. Now, I don't know if there's other things here. I didn't really look around well. Shauna's alive. Wow. Kid's so enthusiastic. I won't cry because I know Daddy and Mommy are alive. I hope so, kid. I hope so. Shauna, nobody knows where the mayor and his wife went. The mayor and his wife, your parents, oh, must be alive somewhere. It's too early to give up hope. Okay. It seems everybody was able to escape and there was much fewer casualties than we expected. It is consoling. From now on is the hardest part. There are so many things to do just to stay alive. Shauna, I will find the mayor, your parents, for you. Because this is the guy that had a crush on her. He's like, if it wasn't for you... What do you say? I will find Shauna's parents. I cannot stand being second to Dart. Damn! And then Master Tasman, he left on an acidic journey to study swordsmanship. He regrets that he couldn't save Celis. I don't think he should blame himself like that. That's fair. And then, I think it's this one? No. There we go. It's that grave right there that has the Stardust. So, as you can see, this file is now up to 7 Stardust, which is very nice. And we're going to reset the game and load up the current save file instead. I really did just want to show that off before we continued. Because I don't really like doing things off stream if I'm playing the game for stream specifically. You miss out on a lot of things, and I don't want that. If you're taking the time to sit and enjoy the game with me, whether it's here on Twitch or whether you're rewatching it on YouTube, I want to make sure that you're getting as much of the experience as you can, aside, of course, from the mindless grinding that I have to do over and over and over again, because there is a lot of it. You'll very quickly notice as we're playing today that all of the combat has gotten significantly harder. The later edition systems are really cool, but they open up a lot more opportunities for the enemies to counterattack you, and it means that it's really hard to gain your edition levels, since they'll counterattack at the worst possible times, and I just can't really keep up with it, which is very unfortunate. Oh yeah, so just before we get into it, I will do the menuing stuff to show you where we are roughly. We did level up Dart one extra time. We're pretty close to leveling up Lavitz to level 9. Shauna's quite a ways off still. For our addition system, we have almost reached level 2 for Burning Rush. Rod Typhoon is the current one that's really hard to level for Lavitz. And we're about halfway done with it, but he won't get his next edition until level 11. So we've got lots of opportunities. Sorry, the controller is being a little weird. There we go. I am using an ancient piece of technology with this controller, which means that I can actually toggle the analog on and off, which makes it nice when it's acting up, because I can just press that button and it resets the centering of the joysticks. It's unfortunate more games don't come with that, to be honest. Ah, dang it. You will see me failing a lot. When we're getting up to the, 3+ edition hits now, it's pretty easy to mess up. And I'll do my best not to, but I can make no promises whatsoever. Also, if it is too loud, if someone could let me know, that would be very much appreciated. I have it turned up a little bit for me, but if it's overbearing, I just need to know when I can turn it down. Let's go to the HQ first. Kaiser of the 8th Knighthood must be waiting for us. Okay. Is this really a town? I mean, if people live there, it's technically a town, yes. Sorry, I was just checking the Stardust list again. There are 2 inside this village that I need to grab. The war changed it. That's true. Nobody wanted it, but it couldn't be avoided. Let's focus on our defenses now. Okay. So, I think this is the house they're talking about. Yeah, inside the fireplace in the basement. So, down here, I have to get past this guy. As soon as he'll move. There we go, thank you. Here we are, I think. Hooray, got the Stardust. I think we should get out of town. I think that's a good idea, but once he's decided, he won't listen to me. At least she's supporting him. Now the defense from my house is perfect. I will protect this house no matter what. I don't remember what happens to this town. I don't know if it stays intact or not. Okay. Where is HQ? Probably guarded? Dole is a dominator who enjoys manipulating his country and people. We cannot hand over our Serdio to him. Sounds like quite the Dole fellow. Ha ha! Kaiser, long time no see.
Lavitz, welcome. I see your knighthood was...
Yeah, it was my mistake. But I won't let the dreams of my company end in death and be in vain. I'll end the war and unify Serdio. I will!
I will mess with time. I will.
We cannot stop until we make our dreams come true. Yeah, now! I brought you 2 powerful helpers, Dart and Shauna. Okay, 1 powerful helper and his girlfriend tag along. Oh, you're the famous guy who rescued Lavitz. I'm not sure how information reached you so quickly. I am Kaiser, the head of the 8th Knighthood. Nice to meet you. Could you inform me how we stand now? Yeah, sure, I'll give away military information to a random person that walked in. We're still preparing for the raid of Sandoros. What I am concerned about is the information that they're using a dragon. It's better to fortify here and see how they move rather than attacking a dragon that we don't know about. And it'll be up to how fast we can spot the approach of the enemy. Great. Indeed, you are right. Dart, Lavitz, why don't you be the guard at night? Having Shauna too is not a good idea. Can you prepare the meals for the knights? I don't think she can from what I hear. Preparing meals? Okay. Dart, you're gonna love it. Are you alright? I wonder how she'll do. What? Lavitz's mother gave me a nice compliment. But in the past. Fine, I'm not gonna cook for Dart. I was just kidding. Fight a lot that way. Fighting deepens the relationship in many ways. Kaiser, why are you stirring things up even more? I thought I was trying to relax her. Now, that settles the matter. I want Dart and the others to go look around Hoax. The night guards have to know the place. After you look around, come back to me. Stay with me, Lavitz. I want to go over the battle conditions with you. Get along with each other. Yeah. Now, I think there should be another Stardust in that room. Yeah. We're going to go inside and see if we can get it right now. Over here-ish? What is this? Stardust! Got it. So I think that's 9 total? Yes, good. There's only 50 of them in the game, so that's nice. It means we won't be collecting these for an eternity. But if you miss any, that's kind of a pain in the butt. I heard that Sandora not only has a dragon, but it also has one of the legendary Gigantos. And I heard he's a pretty strong warrior. Oh, that's right, Kongol. Man, I forgot about Kongol. I think it's Kongol and not Congo. This pendant is an amulet that my daughter gave to me. With this, I will come back alive. That's a death flag and a half. What are you? This war is the trial from a god. Together, let's endure through it. Our god is always with us. Do not give up the hope of surviving. Miss Gilda is a famous midwife from this town who delivered His Majesty Albert. The midwife is living in the wall house in the south. That sounds like maybe I should go talk to her. It's in the marshland. It is an important place to protect the country. There's an indescribable statue in the back of Volcano Velude. Who would make a statue back there? I don't know. Have I ever been to Volcano Velude? I didn't even know that was a place, to be honest. Okay, so they said something about the house in the south. How do we get up there? I guess maybe if we go this way? We can't go that way. Maybe behind this house over here? Oops. This might work. A delay in the detection of the enemy is equivalent to losing. Guards cannot let their attention stray for even a moment. I mean, that's fair. Hey, walking over houses. You can actually do that in some places in Europe. They've just got, like, houses built into ancient walls, and you can just walk along the entire thing right over top of their backyards and stuff. It's really weird. Hoax and the 7th Fort in the marshlands. These two are the defense lines for the Kingdom of Basil. That's a pretty sketchy small kingdom defense line, if you're asking me. Only 2 places. The rumor of a dragon. It could be a diversion of Imperial Sandora. Such a legendary creature can't be alive. Dragons went extinct eons ago. They can't be alive now. Oops.
Eons ago.
For our people, we must defend them to the last. The marshlands is the next one. Okay. Just making sure where the next Stardust is, because I forgot. So what's in this house? I do not know. Oh. That's interesting. Acquired 20 gold. Oh. I didn't think we'd be able to jump back out that window. Cool. Well, well, we have guests. My name is Dart. I'm joining in the defense of Hoax for a while. And both of you, when are you having your baby? What are you talking about? Yeah, it's too early. Oh, you're visiting a famous midwife, so I thought you wanted to get some advice about having a baby. Anyway, come back anytime if you are going to have one. I was the midwife for King Albert, too. Then you have been observing this country since before the war? I should hope so. Yes, it was 20 years ago. The former King Carlo passed away, and his younger brother Dole broke away. It seems he couldn't stand having His Majesty Albert, who was only 6 then, be the king. His Majesty Dole and His Majesty Carlo used to be very close. I wonder what made them change. We gotta go now. Well, work hard. When you need me, come back anytime. Need me meaning need a midwife? Thank you. We're lucky, Dart. She is full set on this without even doing anything about it. Creating an independent country, thus dividing it. Okay, cool. I don't recall ever seeing that conversation before. I may have been too young at the time to... Sorry, to find my way there or to even have an interest in it. I didn't pick up that somebody actually lived there. Although, to be fair, it's also kind of a pain in that navigating these pre-rendered backgrounds is kind of difficult. Alright, let's check in here. Oh, that's how you get up there. Okay, cool. Let's walk away. I don't need to rest right now. Lavitz isn't even in the party, and they're both at full health. What's this? The wall of this town used to protect against animals, but now it's used to stop people. Isn't it sad, fighting between humans? That's true. Alright. Well, I think that's all of the town. So let's go back and talk to what's-his-face. Did you see enough? I will take you to the guard position. We're fine now. We've just finished the strategic meeting. Now I'll take you to your position. Because we did talk to everyone. We got the Stardust, both of them. I want to ask both of you to guard the back gate. It's at the end of the stairs. Is that the one we came in at? Let's go quick and relieve the guard. Okay, so this guy. This really isn't much of a town. I'm surprised they can even function at this size. I'm here to replace you. You can trust us. Yes, sir. I don't know who you are, but I'll take you at your word. If Sandora attacks, it will be a night raid. We cannot relax till morning. Rest while it's still light. Ow. It's strangely quiet tonight. If the dragon comes near, we can easily tell. Why is that? There are those in the forest. Nocturnal owls are hooting. It's the proof that nobody's in the forest. So I'm gonna go grab something. Worrying about Shauna? It's not that. Bring me back something. Are you sure you want that? You've been making fun of her cooking the entire time. Uh-oh. The sound stopped. No one gives a hoot. Ah! Uh-oh. The enemy's coming. The enemy's coming. The British are coming. The British are coming. Not the British! Knighthood advance. Fortify the gate. You take care of the casualties. Yes, sir. Yeah! Yeah! I'm Macho Man Randy Dartsage. Yeah! What? How did you... Sure. Alright. I was thinking about this earlier, and you may hear me say it again at some point, but the weird thing about this game, as opposed to the modern ones, is that they gave the edge to the enemies. And what I mean by that is like, well, hello, Waylord. How you doing? Oh, crap. I'm doing alright, thanks. I was just talking about how the game is kind of weird in that it gives the edge to the enemy. Like, I was watching Nat play Pt.3 the other day. Good somehow. Fair enough. Well, I'm glad you're good, even if it's just somehow. Hopefully you had a good weekend. But, like, when the enemies attack you in Pt.3, you have the option to counter them, right? You don't get that in this game. Only the enemies can counter you. My parents had a parrot that died, of obesity most probably. It's sad, but it's a weight off my shoulder. I was going to be very concerned, and then you ended it with the pun, and I appreciate that. Good one. Good one, Waylord. Is this the battle headquarters for the front lines for Basil? What a weak setup. How was your weekend? Did you do anything fun? Trust me to handle here. Alright. What guts you have coming alone like that? 1 or 2 doesn't make any difference. Big talkers are usually weak. Speaking of Expedition 33 in the combat, you'll get to see me be awful here. Nothing incredible. I played Rising Sun with some friends, a board game. Oh, neat. Was it good? I mean, I didn't really do anything. I streamed on schedule. It was kind of a lonely weekend, but that's okay. That happens. Also, in between the streams, I have been having to play this a lot off stream because it requires much grinding. How many players is it for? Crap. Is it like 2 to 4? Or is it one of those big games where many people can play? Ah! 3 to 6 and we were 4? Nice. That seems like the intended number. I always find I like board games with more people, but it's every turn takes such a long time that it becomes a drag. Oh boy. I actually pulled out... Oh, everyone plays a Japanese clan, and it's about conquering Japan, very basically. So, warring era version of Risk. Well, hello, Tundra. Welcome back. Thank you for joining. How you doing? But it has unique mechanics that are interesting. That's cool. Waylord was just telling me about a board game he played over the weekend called Rising Sun with his friends. I like that sort of Sengoku era difficulty. Or Sengoku era focused game? Yeah. Have a headache, just trying to chill and wait for meds to kick in? Oh no! I'm sorry to hear about the headache. I hope it feels better soon. Thank you for hanging out. If I'm being too loud or the game is too loud, please let me know. I can turn it down a little bit. It is not a problem to make that adjustment for you. Here I was going to hope that you were feeling a little better, or having a better day than yesterday. No giant messes to clean up. I'm never too loud. Perfect volume. Great. Detonates and attacks all. Just my own messes today? Fair enough. What? Oh, yeah, it's the one on the left. Okay. I'm really struggling with the addition system now. Yeah, I was telling Waylord just a couple minutes ago that unlike Expedition 33, where it gives the edge to the player and they can decide which enemy they want to... Or like when the enemies attack, they can counter. The player can counter. This game gives the edge to the enemies. Where they can counter us, but we can't do anything in response. There, got the right one this time. It's very difficult, especially as you start needing to hit more and more perfect timing hits in these combos. Makes me suffer a lot. I played for an extra hour and a half yesterday and failed probably more times than I succeeded just trying to level up. Hey, there he is. What is that giant? It's Giganto! I'm not sure if it's supposed to be Giganto, like a Spanish pronunciation, or Giganto. I heard about it, but he's real. The ones who fought so far were no match for him. Well, he's still not a dragon. Go! Let's see. Oh, I was able to get out a few times this weekend. I had to charge my car battery a couple weeks ago. Make sure it was still in working order. But because of my health, I don't actually get to go outside very much. So especially in winter when it's really cold, the battery has a tendency to die. And then I just can't do anything because it's too cold to take the battery out and recharge it. So this year, like the last couple to be honest, I took the battery out to preserve its charge, plugged it in, and still had the car available. It's exceptionally nice when I do that, because being trapped inside all winter sucks. Oh no. Okay, I think at this part I'm not actually supposed to attack him because he counters us. Oh, and he's doing a lariat. Great. He becomes a party member later, but for right now he's just really strong. If you've missed a bunch of the game yet, I don't know if you guys have played. The storyline so far, which is not 7 hours of storyline by the way, is that the dude in the red armor, named Dart, was on a journey to find and kill something called the Black Monster that killed his parents. And on the way back, he ran into his village being burned down. And that's where the game starts, is you're trying to defend your village after you see it under attack. Now, his childhood friend, and I guess kind of adopted sister, like he was adopted into her family, got kidnapped to a prison, and he went to save her, because nobody knew why she was kidnapped except some magic reaction with a stone of some sort. And, don't counter. You didn't counter, good. After rescuing her from the prison, he also met this guy, who is a knight. He's this green dude with the spear. And they're currently trying to help defend the country from a war with a dragon that's attacking. You gotta finish it off or you'll be smashed by him. That's how the counterattacks work. Okay. In other words, nail your additions if you don't want to get countered. Oh boy. He is so ridiculously strong. And if I don't nail those input timings, I fail the combo. That is definitely a middle finger gesture. That is absolutely him flipping us the bird. I don't remember if we're supposed to lose this fight or not, though. Like, obviously this is a bit of a forced cutscene. Hey! Check it out, Wings Baby. That is Rose. Dragoon of the Red-Eyed Dragon. There we go. So here is the namesake of the game. You can actually transform from human using a dragon spirit into a dragoon. And it's a major mechanic for doing all of the basic rules of gameplay. So, like, you can only use magic in your dragon form or dragoon form. You get access to more powerful attacks, you have to level it up. Lots of cool things. Let me flick my hair that doesn't move. I do find that hilarious. They want to use their correct gestures for being human, except that they're so stiff that you wouldn't be able to. These are not humans. I mean, they kind of are. Dart, what happened to you? I don't know. I don't know what happened to me. The night of the dragon, the dragoon was born. Ugh. I'm surprised you didn't die. Giganto don't die. Giganto will pay you back. I don't know why I gave him that voice, but it was fun. You are safe. What happened? Seeing Shauna's face makes me feel relieved. Just don't relieve yourself in your pants. It'll turn your jeans from blue to green. Are you alright? I mean, he collapsed. I'd say probably not. What are you to Dart? What did you do to him? I was only... Cut it out, both of you. Now, girls, you're both pretty. I should be thanked, so why do I have to be yelled at? She's got a point. Have you come too? No, I came for. I'm glad you woke up. You are... Rose, nice to meet you again. Or see you again? Do you know Dart? I told you, I just saved his life. Well, not only once. Yeah, but I'm jealous. I want to hear it from Dart's own mouth. You explain. I don't understand. Just to mess with Shauna. She's an important person to me. Are you seducing me? Oh, I've never given that answer before. That's hilarious. No way. I couldn't make it to even Celis without you, Rose. Then the person who saved you from the dragon was? That's right. It's her. Talking about being saved, I didn't thank you yet. I don't need any thanks. I wanted to do it. I see. But why are you here? It's too fishy to be a coincidence. I followed you because I was fascinated by this artifact that you own, that I lifted off your person. The dragoon spirit of the red-eyed dragon. Oh no, I guess you didn't. That was hers. This light is... You deserve to rule dragons. This light shows the true evidence. From the time the dragoon spirit starts to shine, you have to accept your fate as a dragoon, just like me. I didn't know there was such power concealed in my father's memento. You saved him because you knew it from the beginning. I didn't know it. It was a test to see if you could be a dragoon. If you couldn't, you would be dead by now. Well, that's nice. Why do you know such things? You know too much about things nobody could know. It's better than ignorance, isn't it? Isn't it? I don't know why I just said isn't it. That's true, but yours is not mere knowledge. It's a story and a legend that's been lost. I heard about it from Minister Noish before. So obviously the story wasn't lost. The people who led humans to victory in the Dragon campaign, they were the Dragoons. But was that the only reason you protected me? Just because I have a Dragoon spirit? You mean you weren't instantly attracted to my manly hairdo? Honestly, I was surprised myself, but now I know why. You guys look like my dear old friends. They lived in the middle of a turbulent generation, yet they were strong enough to grab their own fate. They grabbed their own dragoon balls. They knew the way to go, the things to do, the enemy to defeat, and the people to protect. I feel the same about you guys, so I couldn't help doing that. I can't find my other sock, but I couldn't help but help. really don't understand why she only has the one thigh-high sock on. I mean, I know it's character design, but functionally, like, why? What are they doing now? Everybody's gone. It's all in the past. I'm sorry. I think I was wrong about you, Rose. I shouldn't have just been blindly jealous. It's okay. I'm used to being hated. Is the head of the Night Herd, Sir Kaiser, in here? The 7th Fort is under strong attack by Sandoras. The 7th Fort in the marshland is under the fierce attack of the dragon. Due to that, the 10th and 13th Knighthoods are almost overwhelmed. Survivors are still responding. Where did it come from? From the forest over the Volcano Velude. It seems there's a nest there for the dragon. Okay, so apparently we will be going through the volcano. Cool. Gigantos and dragons. It is not a fight between humans. If we don't defeat the dragon, we don't have a future. Summon the rest of the knights. We will assault the dragon's nest. The knighthood has the advantage of numbers, but they're only human. Humans cannot defeat a dragon. If it continues, Basil will be annihilated. You know, I'm pretty sure the people in Burke defeated quite a few dragons, so she's lying to me. We don't know until we try. Do you think a wasted death is honorable or something? But dragoons can defeat him. Dart, you should understand this. We have a different existence. We are beyond humans. That's right, Dragoon! Dragoons, which were said to have governed the dragons, can fight against the dragon. Maybe I can do it now. I still don't know. No, I'm doing it. I'm gonna be cocky. I felt the power of the dragon in me. I'll do it. I believe in this power. It makes me feel relieved. That's why I'm wearing my yellow pants. There is nobody left who can fight in the 8th Knighthood. Dart, Rose, it seems you are the only people we can count on. Kaiser, your wound is open. I'm alright. Dart, Rose, the kingdom of Basil is finished unless we defeat the dragon. So... you can trust me. I will fight for you too. I'll go too. It doesn't seem to be enough if it's only Dart and the others. Shauna, you should stay. No, I'm going. I can help the other people too. The Green Tusk Dragon Firebrand. It brings back the fear I felt before. The real fear has not even begun yet. Alright. So, it was super. What about it? That Dart fella, yesterday he wore unique armor and defeated Kongol. With Dart, Imperial Sandora is not even a match as our enemy. Dart is the messiah of the kingdom of Basil. Messiah, huh? You cannot be called a real dragoon getting stunned like that by bursting with the power. Okay, then tell me. How do I use it? Let's begin. This is actually really helpful because I've forgotten a lot of the mechanics. I think I just need to build up a gauge and then I can use it. What would you like to know about dragoons? Dragoon additions. I remember that one. Transformations. I know that. Dragoon met. It's fine. I don't care. One more thing. Getting SP by attacking allows your dragoon level to increase, and you'll have more spell choices. In the end, you can only rely on your own sword. Okay. So it's actually really cool the way this works. I'll be here for a while. Go prepare for the departure. I'm ready. I don't care. So, the addition system is like so key to everything, because you see in the middle there's the SP column. That's how much spirit you gain every time you successfully complete the attack. And you need at least 100 in order to transform into your Dragoon form. Now, I don't remember if you have to actually use it to gain SP to keep leveling. But basically, after a set number of that, it acts as the experience bar for the Dragoon form, which is really cool. Are we good? Can we just go? No, it's nothing. I'm good. I don't need to do that again. Yeah, well, I'm good to go. Let's go. Let's get out of here. Once we leave the town, I'll consider you as a mature Dragoon. I won't teach you how to fight anymore. That's fine. Let's go. I don't need it. We're good. Although I do see a save point on top of the stairs. I might have wanted to use that. Oh well, we'll be fine. I have several save files. We're good. Speaking of, I should save here. Where are we? So, I already did this one. We'll save over it. It is still weird needing to actually manually go in and save. We have absolutely been spoiled by autosave features in modern games. I mean, I know I still go in and save with Legend, with Tears of the Kingdom, and I'll probably still do the same with Breath of the Wild too. But the fact that we have the option to not do that is still surprising. Oops. 2, 3. Good. I can't wait for some of the more advanced additions. There are some that I really like, including one called Madness Hero, which I just think has the coolest name. Well, hello there. How are you doing, Nat? Thank you for joining. Left Volcano of Elude, straight the 7th Fort Kingdom of Basil. I don't remember which one I need to go to. Let's see if we can go this way. I'm doing alright, thanks. How are you? Oh my god, hi Nat, says Waylord. He loves you more than me, but he doesn't want to admit it. But there are signs. How was your trip? Why is there a boat there? Trip was fun, awesome. I know you got to see the little mini glowing fish, which was cool. The anglerfish. Inside the fireplace in the 7th fort, okay. Hotel bed was too soft. That's nice. I'm always kind of concerned about hotel beds, or maybe not the beds, more about the hotel bedding. A yeti, the small anglefish. Very cool. So Nat, I've been hoping to show you this game for quite a while. Oh, because if you notice that combat, the hotel we got was so nice and super clean. That sounds amazing. But I've been meaning to show you this game for a while now, because you like to say that you're a noob, or how difficult Expedition 33 is, and I wanted you to see just how bad at this game's combat I can be. See, I have to perfectly time every one of those little squares coming up on the screen in order to complete the addition, but the enemies get to do what you can do in Expedition 33. They can counter me. I can't counter them. So, occasionally, I'm actually thinking on decreasing the difficulty in Expedition 33. You know, that might be a good idea if you're struggling. Wow. We'll have a poll about it in next stream. That sounds like an idea. Ooh, actually, I should be able to transform. Oh. Next battle. Next battle, I'll transform. No transform for you. I know. It's sad. Yeek? Why yeek? I'm fine. My foot was stuck in the mud, that's all. See? Oh no. What happened? It's nothing. You can't stand up, can you? Come on, I'll give you a piggyback ride. But it's embarrassing. What are you talking about? I used to give you piggyback rides when you were little. Old game is old? Old game is very old. I guess that means we're forced to use Rose for a while? Oh no. I'm such trouble, aren't I? I don't think so. I guess I should have stayed in Hoax. It's probably for the best. Are you serious? No, it's not so. I guess I had a bit of a weak moment. You know what? I have more confidence now. I can fight to help everyone. I'm not a drag on others. You're not a dragon at all. You're a person. But I still cannot fight like Rose. Shauna, you have something only you can do, right? You don't need to pretend to be strong. Besides, you can rely on me more, like in the old days. Back in old country, I was a reliable child. Could lift 3 whole bucket on head. Okay, so far, I don't want to spoil everything, but so far, the dude in red that's giving the piggyback right now, he is named Dart. And he was on a journey to find the black monster, a creature that killed his parents. And Shauna, the one he was giving the piggyback ride to, she and her parents took him in after that happened. So they're kind of like adoptive siblings. And Dart, after being on his journey, came back and found the village under attack by an enemy faction of the nation. And she was kidnapped and taken to a prison. For some reason, we just saw a shiny glowing ball held over her head, which we're going to assume is a Dragoon spirit, because that's what we just learned about. The shiny balls. And after freeing her from the prison, they went to see the king of the nation that they're in. Shiny balls, yes, the Dragon Balls. What is that? That is Firebird. It's bad timing showing up now. We still have to deal with the dragon. We also got a little bit of a lore dump when we saw the king. About 11,000 years ago, an ancient war between something called a Wingly, or some things called a Wingly, a race of winged humans that can use magic and things, basically. They're kind of like elves, and humans who were enslaved by them. And how humans used the spirits of the dragons to become dragoons and fight back against them. And that's all we know about it so far. But the enemy has somehow gotten this green tusk dragon firebrand and is using it to attack this part of the nation. So we're trying to defend it just because we got wrapped up in it. He saw us. Run! Actually, am I not going the wrong way? I thought I was supposed to be going to the Seventh Fortress. I'm going to go back there just because I think I may have gone the wrong way, and I'm not sure why it let me come this way. So we're going to go see if I did. It's not a huge problem to backtrack. The game lets you do that surprisingly easily most times. I was even able to backtrack all the way to the first town after a little bit of time and save myself a pain. You wish you could help, but you really can't? That's okay. I wasn't expecting you to help with it. I'm more or less just talking out loud to myself about what might be going on because completely slipped my mind. I don't even how... Oh, that was the shortest piggyback ride in the world, apparently. We went one screen over. That's hilarious. Big, long, emotional cutscene where they can talk for like 10 minutes and they move 5 feet to the left. Okay, so we're gonna do this first. Don't counter me, thank you. I want to show you guys the Dragoon transformation because this was the coolest thing when I was a kid. Here we go. There's this whole like cutscene as they don their dragon armor. And you can cut this down, but is that not awesome for PS1 era? Like, that is so cool to me. You can use your magic in this form, which is... Let's try doing this. You get different skills as he levels up, but, like, check it out. He just throws his sword away to gather the fire energy in his chest. There's a little audio line as he starts doing it. Catches the sword as it falls. Like, how cool is this? Oh my goodness. Actually, I wonder if I can swap Rose out for Shauna. That would be really cool. Because then we'd have 2. Oh! There, see? That enemy just countered me in the middle of the attack. And when that happens, I have to press circle instead of X. And there is so little time to do it that I fail that more often than I care to admit. Like, they require ridiculous preemptive reaction times in this game. Oh good, I can switch her out. Perfect. I don't know how many poison resistance potions I have. I don't think it's a lot, but Lavitz is still poisoned. And see, Lavitz is someone that I want to make a real point of, like, mentioning what a good guy he is and how cool he is, because we will eventually lose him, and it will be important later that I emphasize how awesome of a character he is. Like, he's instantly became a bro to Dart. He loves his mom, he doesn't have a girlfriend, but he wants to be a loyal knight to save the country. His whole motivation is he wants to end a war and unify the country so that no more people have to die. People that hated him, he offered them to just stay at his house because they had nowhere else to go after fleeing their country for the war. Well, I got it, and I failed it. He is a cool guy. And I want to emphasize that to no ends. He is a very chill dude, and he is like the epitome of being a good friend to the party. And it's very important for later on. Like disc 3, I think. Which I forgot to mention. This is one of those old games that actually runs on 4 different discs. It's split up into 4 parts, basically. So we're on disc 1. I was right, though. We have to do this first. Otherwise, I think the fortress falls. There are a surprising number of things you can do in these older games that you just wouldn't expect to be programmed this well. Like, even in one for the GameCube called Tales of Symphonia, there's a point where you're on the world map and you're told very specifically to go to this little village and take a boat across. But if you spend too much time leveling in the area, the boat departs and just doesn't come back. So you have to go over the land route in basically the opposite direction the game wanted you to go. And I thought that was neat. Or there's one I have for the Wii where you gain like helper spirits and you can fail to gather some. A rival party can get them instead. It's really interesting the way that it works. We'll get to them eventually, but I'm hoping the RPGs are interesting enough still that people will still want to hang out with me while I'm playing. If it turns out that you guys get bored too quickly, though, it's totally cool. I can, we can play something else instead. I am not above that. But hopefully it will be an enjoyable and weird experience in the meantime. The one thing I do wish is that it was a little bit less... I'm so bad at these editions sometimes. I do wish that it was a little bit less... Not a little less. A little quicker on the load times. That's the word I'm looking for. Because unfortunately with the old technology and the old battle systems, there has to be this transition phase. And it's just, it takes a lot of time. That's why I put so much effort into playing off stream, so I can level all the battle stuff that we need without needing to force you guys to sit through it. Now, can I skip through this with a button press, or do I have to change it in the menu? I think I have to change it in the menu. We can actually make this shorter. I just wanted to show you guys the first time for these transformations, because they're pretty cool. Now, no, not the magic. The Dragoon attack works differently too. You get this little spinny thingy, and you have to get it to line up with that yellow circle at the top. Oops. To do more damage. I didn't realize the timer started before you pressed the button. So we're going to have to work on that. Try it next time. I won't let you leave here alive. Is that so? Just once I want it to be like, you're not leaving here alive. Is that so? And then the main character squares up and then just bolts out of there. Proved you wrong. How was today, by the way, Nat? Did you get everything unpacked? Kiddo, all calm down from the trip? Ooh, pretty. Bag is still packed? Fair enough. Some stuff is out. That's cool. Oop. You're lazy. That's fair, though. To be honest, I think after trips, it takes me a while to unpack, too. Especially because most of the unpacking is, like laundry that needs to be done, and you don't want to do laundry after that. But I did do the other shit. That's good. That's good. So what was your favorite part of the trip, by the way? I realize you'll probably want to talk more about this on your stream tomorrow, but I am still curious now. You're here. I want to know how it went. You like the museums. Cool. Do they have nice museums in, you said Amsterdam, right? But it was a bit hard to get through with a small kid. That's fair. Were they the museums that had like a guided tour person? A tour guide? Or was it some of the newer kinds where they have like the headphones you can wear that tell you about things? You went to the Van Gogh Museum? But how did you get there if the van went somewhere? Where did the van go? No spritz. I'm hilarious and you know it. Haha! You couldn't even throw me off enough to stop me from succeeding. I was surprised when you said that you were taking a train. I know that I shouldn't be surprised because the train system in Europe is apparently surprisingly well laid out and connects everything to everything. But over where I am, we have a train, but it's above ground. It's like a light rail transit system, and it only works for in the city. So, you know, I think the full length from one end of the city to the other is like 45 minutes to an hour-ish. Oop. So it's surprising to me to be able to hear that you can just take a train to another country. I will stop them by myself. So you can actually back out of this fight, but I think if you do that, you have to start from the beginning again. So we're not going to let that happen. Let's see here. Let's do a healing potion on Lavitz, because I don't know when he'll be able to do anything. I like his name, by the way. His full name is Lavitz Slambert. And I don't know who gave him that name, but it's great. Slambert. Yeah. Aha! I did it. Okay. Woohoo! Sorry, I'm always happy when I manage to pull out a victory like that. We're going to avoid the Dragoon form for a minute here, until I can make it short transformation in the menu. Because I forgot how long those transformation sequences are. They're cool, they're just difficult to sit through time and time again. This game is interesting. I'll show you this too, just because it's cool. You can use attack items, but even the attack items, like we'll use Burnout here, you still have to button mash for them. And the more successfully you button mash, the more damage you can do. And if you don't button mash fast enough, it just ends before the next stage hits. There was a lot of mashing in this generation of games. They were basically potatoes. Everything had to be mashed. Is that all? In reality, I love me some mashed potatoes. I really do. Mashed potats. Okay. Let's aim for this guy. Haha! I'm getting better at that one. But it's when it hits in the second strike of the combo that it gets really difficult to keep up with. Dart's next edition, actually, I think, is Madness Hero. And it's like a 9-hit rapid-fire combo. If they counter in the middle of that, it's almost impossible to stop. It's very, very difficult and annoying. And of course, we can't interrupt these guys. They can only interrupt us. It's like I was saying earlier, like, they give the enemies the edge in this game, and it can be very difficult indeed. Oh no, why was my chat disconnected again? Hold on, there we go. We're back. Okay, good. I figured out, I mentioned it on Discord the other day, but I figured it out that I'm actually capable of playing the game on the PC screen. OBS has a little like preview mode, so I don't have to go change channels on my TV for it. And let me tell you, it's been very handy. I like that I can do that. Yeah! It means I don't have to switch channels and interrupt the feed anymore, and I can actually use my my overlay app for the screen so that I don't have to use my phone as the chat box. It's super nice. It makes things so much easier. Like, I was getting well and fed up with my phone being in front of my mic and it falling off all the time or not being charged when I needed it to be charged. Having things just run as expected is very, very nice. Yeah. I was super happy I figured this out. Ah, dang it. Uh-oh. Item time? Did you just knock him unconscious? What a butt. I'm so surprised by this, you could say I'm stunned. Not as stunned as he is, but you could say I'm stunned. Bruh. I'm hilarious. Y'all don't even know. I feel bad for poor Tundra. She came in to hang out, and here I am still coughing in a very loud way. She's got a headache. I'm like, no, I'm sorry. Okay, let's take a second right now. I want to configure for short morph. There we go. Okay. That should abbreviate the transition sequence for the Dragoon transformation, which means I should be able to use it without taking up like 2 minutes every time, which is going to be important. Let's see how much shorter it is. Oops, not that one. This one. Hooray! Much quicker. Not as cool, but much quicker. This one, though, we haven't seen this attack yet. I think she missed. Oh, that heals everyone? I thought it just healed her. That's way better. Holy crap, I'm gonna have to use that more often. Okay, that's cool. I like that. I'm not gonna lie, I forgot she was that effective. Nice. Haha. Okay. So I'm like super excited for tomorrow. Not for anything fancy. But Helldivers is getting a new update. It's getting a new warbond that we're really looking forward to. They're giving us a giant hammer with an explosive in the head so that we can wind up and just like baseball swing into heavy enemies and make them go boom. And I like that. That sounds fun. Yeah! We're all super looking forward to it because there hasn't been a way to like deal with heavily armored enemies. At least not with melee options. So it's going to be wicked fun. Inside the fireplace in the 7th fort. Here we go. Stardust. Now, I mentioned this before, but I'll say it again just because the Stardust that I'm gathering are necessary in order to fight the super boss on Disc 4. And I don't even know if I want to fight the super boss, because I'll probably lose, but I may as well gather them as we go. I had to look it up because I forgot what they were for being 100% honest. Alright. There's only 50 of them, so we're already like 20% of the way done. And I am using a guide for it, so I won't have to go looking forever. Hang on, we beat the Sandoras. Sir Lavitz. Watch out for the dragon's breath. This is War God's Amulet. Cool. We will wreak your revenge upon them. There are no injuries. Is that poison? Oh, I should have picked up more poison resistance amulets. I think I still have the option to. He looks the same age as me. There is no ally or enemy for the dead. Please rest in peace. Spirit potion, okay. So what's out here? Oh, it's just the back end. Okay. Ooh, new weapon though. I do like that the game still treated even enemies with respect. Like they're aware of the fact that it's a person that died. There are so many that just act so very flippantly when it comes to the death of other humans. War Gods, where is that thing? In fact, one game that I'm really going to look forward playing on stream is Tales of the Abyss. And one thing that I think it does really well is the main character, Luke. He actually starts out having like a tremendous fear of killing people. He'll fight monsters, he doesn't care, but in the first encounter with people, he actually has a moral dilemma. Like, he doesn't want to do it. And so he can't fight, and he stumbles around, and he moves slow, and it's a forced loss for you. And he actually has a moral quandary over it. And I'm like, wow, more characters in games need this. And eventually he does, like, he comes to the realization that they're not going to cut him slack. It's either them or him. And so he has to defend himself. But it was still interesting hearing, or like seeing a character that had that sort of issue in their mind. It feels like it fleshes characters out a lot more when there's actually a resistance to do something that most of us in real life would have an issue with. Yeah. It's like, wow, they actually gave this some thought. It's actually like there's a person inside here. Cool, more full health potion. Did you see what the full health potion was called? It's a Sun Rhapsody. It's because we can Sun Rhapsodize nuts. I regret nothing. I regret it a little bit. Hero, yes! How's hubby doing, by the way, Nat? Is he at Taekwondo today? I should regret. Why should I regret? I regret nothing. You can't make me. Hubby is indeed at Taekwondo. Cool, cool. I'm surprised he could go. I kind of imagine a long train ride is not the most comfortable thing. Unless you get a sleeper car. I've heard sleeper cars are a thing and very cool as well. That is something... There's not a lot of things that I consider on my bucket list, but as far as bucket list things go, I think it would be really cool before I die to get like a sleeper car and just take a train ride somewhere. I think that would be super interesting. That, and I would like to fly first class at least once before I die. It is more pleasant to just sit and chill than have to drive, so hubby was cool. That's fair. That's fair. Why did I do this? Oh yeah, I was looking at the edition screen. I realize first class flights are probably an absolute waste of money, unless you're like rich enough that it doesn't matter, but I still think it would be a really interesting thing to do at least once. Right? Like, forget a big fancy trip somewhere. I just want to experience the first class and, like, having enough leg room. Or, like, having a private compartment. Or not being nickel and dimed for everything that I want on a plane. Because from what I understand, it used to be when planes were first released, like when they were first becoming a thing, that they would serve like full, nice meals on the plane, and everybody had ample space, and it was like this luxury experience. But when they decided they could make more money by making flights cheaper, they split it into like passenger class and business class and first class, and as a result of that, only the first class passengers actually got the same amenities that they would give to everyone originally. Right? Things have changed so much. And I would like to know what things were originally meant to be. My dad was a pilot, so you have some experience. Oh, cool! I didn't have a pilot in the family, but my sister has done... My sister's done an awful lot of different jobs. You were in first class back in the 90s? Oh, back before all of the security checks and baloney. But you will say it was not as nice back in the day. I believe it. Like, obviously we've improved in an awful lot of things in the last, 35 years or so. But also, it would be interesting to experience it. Where is this boat going to take me? I'm curious. Also, why is there a shadow in the water? I don't like that. Let's move down, I guess. Let's get off the boat. I don't know what I'm doing here, by the way. I'm just kind of taking this boat because it's here. Can I go this way? I cannot go that way. Okay. Let's move down. I haven't played this game in probably over 25 years. So I'm pretty well going in blind. I remember the key features of it because they were deeply ingrained in me, but for the most part, I don't remember a lot. There were entire screens of this game that we've already seen, and I'm sitting here like, this was a thing? This looked so nice. Okay, let's try and do this attack right this time. Ah! Okay, well I got a couple. I think it goes up to 5 max hits. But it's really hard to nail it down. Not bad. Not bad, but not great. This game is surprisingly lax on the timing for these attacks. But if you miss them, you feel like such a scrub. Crocodile. Ah! Oh well. I might be fighting a crocodile, but I'll get it after a while. That might not be as funny for you, Nat, because I don't think it's a phrase where you're from. But it used to be a funny joke when I was a kid where it was like, see you later, alligator. After a while, crocodile. So it just made me giggle a little bit. I'm getting to say that. Making you suffer with it. You only knew the alligator half. Fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, so that's where this takes me. Okay. Stun guard is good. There are an awful lot of just like weird phrases that we have in English. One that I never really understood was like, a bird in the bush is worth 2 in the hand, or a bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush, I think. I mean, I get the concept behind it, but just where it originated from is still unusual to me. Like, where did the concept of opportunities being within your grasp or available become likened to birds? Or the same thing for, like, a hill of beans. Even spilling the beans to involve telling the truth or getting the details of something. Like, what? How does that involve beans at all? English is a weird language. That's all I can say. I don't know how you do it, Nat. Keeping up with 4 different languages. You polyglot, you. Because I think it's 4, right? It is hard to do, man. Portuguese? Yeah, I believe it. Magic Stone of Signet. What the hell is this? Because you speak Portuguese, Korean, English, and I know hubby speaks some Japanese. Do you speak Japanese too? I don't remember 100%. I just know you guys speak a lot of languages, and it always impresses me. No Japanese for hubby? Oh, I thought he did. Wait, am I thinking Korean? No, I said Korean. Oh, right, German. So Korean, German, English, and Portuguese for you. And a small amount of Japanese. So that's like 5 languages. I'm still very impressed with that. Armed. Hubby does German much better than you. Fair enough. I suppose he would, though, because he has to live there, or he has to work there. He must get a lot of practice during the day. So what the heck did I pick up? Goods? Oh, he works in English? That's surprising. I didn't realize that. I don't actually know what hubby does. I might have to ask him about it one of these days. Okay, I was supposed to pick up, or I did pick up a magic stone of something, right? Magic signet stone. There we go. Blocks enemies move for 3 turns. Cool. Now I know. Yes. Now I do know. And I think... Okay, so just so we're clear, because I don't remember, but I think that item that says repeat means I can actually use it in every battle, just like once per battle. Which, if that's the case, that makes it a ridiculously powerful item. I want to make sure that I save before I try it, though, just to make sure I'm not wrong, and I'm going to burn something nice too early. Because that would be bad. But I feel like that might be a thing. I didn't even remember it being there. 1, 2, 3. Hooray! I would very much like to beat our first dragon today. How do I... Oh, wrong way. That's the thing about these pre-rendered graphics for these old school games. They work wonderfully, but sometimes they're really hard to see what's going on. Like, finding your path amongst this is incredibly difficult. No. The dragons are not friends. The dragons are... Okay, so here's the thing, is you'll see when I transform into Dragoon form, on the headband for each character, there's like a number of eyes on it. And I think it's like 6 eyes for the most part. I just gotta get to dart here. Ah, I failed. If we can see it once he transforms. There should be like 6 eyes on his headband. 6 green eyes. And apparently that's like the rank of the dragon. So the more eyes it has, the more it's able to subjugate the lower ranks. And so this big dragon that we're going to fight is actually like subjugated by another dragoon. So it's an enemy for dang sure. Ooh! Dragoon level 2. Woohoo! I am happy about that. I like Dragoon level 2. The thing is, with the transformations, they actually last longer as well, based on what level they are. So at level 2, I can last for 2 turns. Go figure, right? Same thing at level 5, which I'm pretty sure is the maximum. It can last for up to 5 turns. So that's nice. Let's see here. I gotta go to the right. Okay. Oh, I didn't get that. Oh well, that's not a big deal. I don't really care about whatever's in that chest. I probably should, but I might go back and get that off stream later. That seems like the most reasonable thing to do. I will most likely be grinding a little bit anyways. The Dragoon levels are based on how much SP the spirit gets, but it only gets SP when it's empty. So you can't just like leave it full and let it be. You have to keep using it in order to gain more. So just like with the addition system, you need to actually be like grinding out battles for that, as opposed to XP. This game is kind of weird in that you max out at level 60, which is cool. It's just weird. I still missed. The last hit in this combo is so cool, and I'm always missing it. Interestingly, though, there is an enemy later on in the game that I want to show off some cool strategies for, to be honest. Because I figured out a bunch of things when I was a kid that just for whatever reason nobody knew, or at the least there's no information of it on the internet. And I want to show it off because it is very cool stuff. And in particular, what I was just talking about is there's an enemy that makes your Dragoon form incredibly pathetically weak. And if you use your Dragoon at any point, you end up suffering like you wouldn't believe for trying it. But it only uses the move that makes that form weak when you're in that form for more than one turn. So if you just transform with only enough power to use it for one turn... Yubba yubba. Welcome back, hubby. How you doing, friend? How was Taekwondo? I made sure to ask Nat about you because I wondered how you were holding up. Sore from Taekwondo, I bet. Did you get your body beaten up? But met Korean friends? That's cool. New Korean friends or Korean friends that were already there? Because meeting could also be just the rejoining of the people in a location, not necessarily meeting new people. And I wish to know, I am nosy. Never knew they lived nearby. Oh, that's cool. So it's not just new friends for the Taekwondo, just nearby. Okie dokie, have fun. Get some for me too. I want some noms. I actually shouldn't have any. I am on a diet, but I went out and had like a full bag of chips yesterday. I was so fat. Ooh, what'd you get? What did you get, hubby Nat? I am curious. You guys always seem to have the good snacks. Spicy rice cakes. Cool. That sounds good. I have not eaten yet today, so I'm kind of hungry. Is this the way I'm supposed to go? I'm going to check the other way first. I was telling my friend, Ice Cat Brad, he was over the other day. Sorry, I gotta stretch. But I was telling him about how I learned to make like the best popcorn I've ever learned how to make at home the other day. And part of that involved clarifying butter, which I'm pretty sure I've talked about before. But it's such a simple process, and it helps so much. Oh, also for how to make the best popcorn. I don't think so, because clarifying butter is just melt it and then scrape the foam off the top. It's like scraping the lye off of soup. Which, you know, is kind of important when you're using meats in soup. You get that nasty visceral fat out. But for actually making the popcorn, like the best way that I've found to do it is you put like 1 capful of oil into the bottom of your pan, and then for 1 capful per cup of popcorn, and then 1 to 2, I guess. I think I usually use 2 regardless. What the heck is that a person down there? It is. What? Where is that person going? Huh. Sorry. I got distracted by that. So, you put your oil into your pan, along with like 2 to 3 kernels of popcorn, and you heat it up on like medium-high heat until those kernels pop. You remove the pan from the stove, and then you add in the rest of your popcorn and count to 30. And what that does is it brings all of the popcorn kernels up to popping temperature without putting enough energy in to make them pop. And that way, when you put it back onto the element or onto the heating section, everything will start to pop almost instantly and very evenly. So you get all of them popped with basically 0 burning. And like, since I've done that, I have never had a burnt kernel. I haven't had an unpopped kernel. It's been absolutely fantastic since I started doing it that way. And then on top of that, since you got to wait a little bit for the butter or for the popcorn to pop anyway, you clarify the butter while you're at it, and you've just got this delicious snack. I love doing it that way. Doesn't take long. It's not high skill. And short of using a popcorn machine, it's the most consistent and reliable way. You just microwave everything? That's fair. That is fair. I am cheap though, and as often as possible I like to save money. So if I can save money by having a big jug of popcorn and making it at home manually rather than the more expensive pre-made baggies, I don't mind doing that. I am okay being cheap in that regard. Also, as you can see, this game is very forgiving in that you recover 10% of your HP every time you defend, which means it's super nice. You don't need to burn through items outside of battle to heal. You just go into battle and defend for a little bit, and suddenly you're not dying anymore. It's very helpful. Very helpful. I absolutely suffer from elixir syndrome in video games, where you get your rare item and then you never want to use it, thinking it'll be used at some point later and then you won't have it when you need it. I suffer like crazy from that. So having the option to just not consume any items, very nice for me. Very nice. We are going way the heck into the lava here. What? As I said earlier, by the way, I don't remember much about this game, so, like, I completely forgot that this even existed. I thought we fought that dragon in a forest. What is this feeling? It's calling me? Why are you running off, you stupid girl? We're in a volcano. Get back here. Oh, right, this thing. Ooh, I don't like this thing. You were being called by this? I don't know, but when I came here, I didn't hear the voice anymore. This thing is difficult. Don't go near it. I feel something's wrong. Listen to Shauna. This Virage is still alive. Virage? Virage? You don't know about it? Okay, I'll explain it to you. You know about the Dragon campaign, right? The Winglies were outnumbered, so they used this creature called Virage as their trump card in the war. Just as humans used Dragoons, Wingly used Virage. I thought the Dragon campaign was over 11,000 years ago. How can this still be alive? Woo! Look at them wiggly fingies. I would say it's due to a hatred of humans or a vendetta against us Dragoons. Oh. Let me ban the bot. One moment, please. Ban hammer dropped. Also, I need to go back to the Stardust list. Got the one in the marshlands. Lohan are the next ones. Okay. Or let's run. I feel like that's the smarter option here, to be honest. We have to settle this fight. No, I have nothing to do with this fight. Let's get out of here. Okay, so I think we have to actually kill the head to beat it, but having these extra parts around makes it difficult to do so. So let's take out the... I think I want to aim for the leg first. Ah! The timing on that is so weird. That last hit is just always unusual. Go. I'm going to hope this guy isn't going to counterattack us at all. I'm going to really hope for that. Ouch. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ow. That was 100 health between those two attacks. Which is pretty ridiculous, to be honest, at this point of the game. Like, why? Let's see if I have enough mana to use Explosion. If I do, that will be helpful. I do not. It takes 20. Okay. Ooh, got it! Perfect! Haha! The last strike of this combo is always super cool. A little explosion of fire. Welcome back, hubby. Thank you for rejoining. Ah. You has a bucket? Why does you have a bucket? Are you about to say you're done with this and bucket all? Hooray, arm done. Now, let's work on this head. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure the body and the arm both regenerate, so we gotta take this out sooner rather than later. I am genuinely curious why you have a bucket, though. Pun aside. Yeah, laser targeting system, along with just a laser firing shot. So I don't know if you were privy to the lore already that I recapped, but it's an older meme, Walrus Bucket. Okay, I don't understand it. I will have to look it up later. Ah. But this thing is a creature from an ancient war that's still alive after 11,000 years. Used by a race called the Winglies that had enslaved humans in order to, well, I guess this thing is here just to help them fight the Dragoons. Similar time as I can as Cheeseburger Cat. Oh, okay, I believe you. I understand. I can has cheeseburger? No, you cannot has cheeseburger. Cheeseburger is for winners. Ah, the hand's back already. Let's maybe take it out again. Dang it, I missed. But having this thing around here as an extra attack just hurts a lot. Especially when it's an extra, like, 40 damage. Yes. I'm sorry, it's hard to talk during the combat because all of this is so timing based. And if I mess it up, I do significantly less damage. Why is the arm back again? Okay, good. We won. We won. We got it. Knocked it into the lava. Did I tell you about the steak pun? No, but was mentioning it a mistake? Come on, Shauna. Please do tell me. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to steal your thunder. It's a rare medium. Well done. That's a very good pun. I'm glad I understood every step of that meaning because I didn't want to grill you over it. Damn, I didn't realize this game gave us an upskirt shot all these years ago. Not like it matters with the 4 pixels that are there. Camera angles, yes. I can be your camera angles or your devils. Gratuitous service scenes. All 12 pixels of them, yes. So is there something else back here now that we had the Terminator scene? It does not seem to be. Okay. I'm going to burn some of these items outside of battle to heal. Because I feel like we need it. You... and you. There, good. Well, that's 8 more than you needed back then. That's fair. That's fair. I mean, we really did... I don't know how we functioned a lot of times with how few pixels we had. Like, our ability to interpret information on the screen, especially in this early polygon era, was unrivaled. I don't know how we pulled it out. The old screens were shit. That's true. That's true. Although, surprisingly enough, a lot of these older games look better on the old RCA TVs because of how the screen was actually projected. They were designed to work with that. Yeah. And, like, it's really weird because I still have one of those old RCA TVs as well. And it's really interesting when you, like, get up close to the screen, how you can see the separations of each individual pixel on it, and how that line, like the separation of the pixels, made it so much sharper and so much clearer, since there was a definitive boundary to every one of them. It wasn't just, like, blurred over or smudged like we would get here. And it's super interesting seeing that. But, having said that, I think we are coming up on the 2-hour mark here. Yeah, the pre-roll ads are only going to be off for another, like, 7.5 minutes. So, I think I might just call it a day here, and then pick this up again tomorrow. Because, honestly, I'm starting to struggle to breathe again. But thank you all for showing up. It was so nice having you here. I hope you're enjoying watching Legend of Dragoon. And I appreciate you just coming to hang out, as always. But if you feel like this is too slow or too old and you'd rather we do something else, feel free to let me know. I have other options available. I just haven't played this in forever, and I thought it would be a fun time. Just checking before I go as well, has the sound level been okay for you guys? You're just here for the puns? Excellent. Because I turned up the game volume. Sounds was fine. You can still hear me over top of it. There haven't been any peaking points. I'm also here for the puns. If you're here for the puns, why are you spritzing me all the time? I know, I think it was Doug talking about making me wear a shock collar for puns. If I ever did get one of those, you guys would kill me with it within the first, like, 13 minutes. I'd just be electrocuted into the ground. Anyway. Alright, so thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you being here as always. I made sure to double save, so we're good. And I will catch you guys next time. Also, I feel like I should give Tundra VIP status. I don't know why she doesn't have it yet. I still have slots, and she definitely deserves it because she comes and hangs out too, and I appreciate her presence. When I run out of slots, I'll have to be more careful about that, but I haven't done so yet. Anyway, see you next time. Where is the stop stream button? Here we go.